So in the end, the hateful love has found the two commandments that are actually willing to give up their purity and silence. Will we ever find out what those commandments are? And is this the end of Derere and Moonspieto? Very likely, as the evil love are now very near them. Yes, this is the Nanatsu no Taizai chapter 259, and it's me, the Angry Anime Fan, the Despair Reviewer. First of all, a cover page is to tell us the different types of normal demons and their different types of power level, so to speak. The red demons have thousands to 130. The ash demons have 2,700 to 3,200. The cobalt demon, apparently those big demons that we saw before, were to 400 or 1,300. The permission demon, those mouse-like creatures, have 1,300 to 1,600. The copper demon, I don't know if we saw them before, has a power level to 3,800 to 4,500. The white demons have 150 and 250. White demons. That is actually very appropriate. The ochre demons, you know, those tongue-like demons that we saw, had to 800 to 1,100. And the green demons, I don't know if we saw them, has to 690, 100. I mean, 600 to 900. And the giant beast albions, their power level always seems to be like 5,500. So it seems that the albions are those that actually are the more powerful demons of the average demons, if you don't count the special one. Either way, the Angry Anime Fan here to bring you this thing as the soldiers led by Hauser charges in and attacks them all. However, they are still a little bit outclassed, and it's revealed that the Divine Bless has a pretty, I would say, dangerous side effects. Because apparently, as Death Pierce gets punched, even though his fingers are practically broken, he apparently did not feel a single bit of pain. Ludicia, you just fell even more down on the morality chain. A power that makes a person not feel any pain is a very dangerous power, because we all know what happens to those that do not feel pain, but their body is in pain. I mean, you know, if their senses cannot feel pain, but their body is in pain, we all know the sacrifices that will bring. So they all seems to have different opinions of all this. So well, it seems to give them the power. It's apparently called Sheet Hope, something like fraudulent light. As then the 7 deadly sins of Diana and King join in the fray, and they easily wipe the floor with all of these demons. Granted, since they have a very huge power level increase, it's not surprising that they could. I mean, although I feel a little bit bad, especially for how the Gother, not Gother, Hauser is comparing the fact that showing off just how much stronger they are than us. But it is true, the sins were technically in a higher power level even before they got that a ridiculous power up in power level also. So I'm just saying it's great. I just wonder if the humans will ever get that power level. Who knows? But the reinforcements keep pumping up until they get all destroyed by the Omega Arc. Led by two of the archangels, Mael and Tarmiel, who apparently are longing to fight him, who we all know as Estarosa the Love, because apparently they wanted vengeance for Mael's sake. I'm a bit strange that they actually cared about Mael that much. Wonder if we'll ever do it. Elsewhere in a village, the people sees the demons heading towards the one and wonder if and many of them of course do not care. It's a little bit sickening that so many times the other species racism for the humans is justified, because in the end the humans are a cowardly race. So it's a bit shameful, but it's still the truth. They are a cowardly race by nature. We are a cowardly race by nature. So it's just that they feel like this is not their problem, but they still think they should evacuate. So later on, the farming girl wants to let those two know. And who are those two? Well, none other than Derere Moonspieto, who has been living apparently pretty peacefully in this village as humans. Once upon a time, they may have actually think they will taking commands on the standing on the front line, but relaxing here in the human village are apparently something that Moonspiet has been growing very attached to. But then Derere says that she is going to see Seldoris, and even though Moonspiet says that living like this may have been sentimental naive, suddenly Derere takes away her demon powers and shows that she has now normal eyes, and apparently she's gonna return her commandments to him, effectively giving up becoming a commandment to become a human. I have to admit that's some character development, although it's pretty much like this. The human girl who befriended them is gonna let them know that they're gonna evacuate. Something tells me she's now gonna find out the truth, because Estarosa the Love has finally found them, and he intends to collect their purity and silence. After this I shall have free, he says. So what we still don't know what Estarosa planning, but since we all know that he's a power-hungry person, not power-hungry like Selderis. Selderis wanted power in order to be this. However, Estarosa seems to be a power-hungry individual because he just likes destruction that much. As we all said before, I believe that Estarosa is the biggest threat here. Maybe even to Meliodas' case. Because what is the difference between all these three brothers, if you think about it? Meliodas is willing to become the Demon King to save Elizabeth and remove the curse, even though that's questionable methods. Selderus wants to become the Demon King and apparently conquer Britannia, but it also seems that he has another motive to wanting to be that way. Maybe because he believes he is the only one who can obey that, and he doesn't believe in cooperating with other species because of the scars of the war. But Estarosa, he is not exactly interested in being the Demon King, he said, but then he heard that he could steal the commandments and was even willing to kill people. Meaning that, and as we all know, he likes to battle. I think he wants to become the Demon King so that he can put an endless war on Britannia. Or maybe he just wants to fight his father. Who knows? He doesn't show much respect to his father as Seldoris does. And even less than Meliodas. So yeah, well, Moonspiet and Terere still don't exactly know what their relationship is. However, this chapter ends with that. And apparently QA Corner says that, well, uh, apparently Gula is lesbian. Or because one understands what kind of girls that Gula like. And apparently Gula likes those that are like Jericho, but a more personality that is easygoing, laid back and bluntly. Uh, so well, it's not that surprising she was. But that's not important right now. What's important is that Estarosa has found Derere Moonspieto, and he is gonna tell everyone that they are demons. Will the villagers turn against them? Very likely so. But even if they won't, it's very Estarosa don't care because he's gonna kill them, and Derere Moonspiet too. And the two archangels are willing to fight Estarosa. The problem is though, can they kill him? Things are taking a turn for suspenseful. Next chapter is called, well, we don't exactly know what next chapter is called, to be perfectly honest. Whatever it's called, despair hangs in the air. You give me your thoughts if you have any.